save lives. Well, part two for me is one about, well, how do we transform the lives of refugees? Because I'm sick to death after 13 years of watching the people that I'm there to fight for living in poverty and living in squalor. When they're so resilient, resourceful, and talented and extraordinary. So what if we saw refugees as an entrepreneurial opportunity? In a globalized, diversified society where that global perspective, people who are resilient, ready to work, multi-skilled, multilingual, is a resource this country needs in an aging population with massive skill shortages. Refugees can actually be the answer. 7 out of 10 of them have skills this country needs. The others are agricultural people. And what does this country also need? Agricultural people. Massive skill shortages. Imagine if we could turn the conversation and actually go, refugees are the solution to an aging population with skill shortages. We can fulfill both our humanitarian obligations and also empower and strengthen our economy. This is not pie in the sky. We're creating it as we speak. It's called the Asylum Seeker Innovation Hub. I'm just finishing building it right now. And it'll be open in a couple of months' time. And the idea is a very simple one. Why are refugees in poverty? Now look at offshore refugee settlement rates. After 2 years, 82% of refugees are not in employment. After 5 years, it's still around in the high 60s. Not engaged in employment. That's offshore. I look at onshore, and I look at a community where about 80 to 90% are technically homeless. The majority are unemployed, and I sit and go, but why? And there are 7 barriers to it. 7 barriers in no particular order. So what we're going to do in this innovation hub is this. A business-based platform that uses innovation, entrepreneurship, and social enterprise to end poverty for refugees. And build a model that could become a global model. It simply works like this. It's what I call the CEO. And that is that every refugee needs a circle of entrepreneurship and opportunity. Refugee turns up at our doorstep. The first thing we equip that person with is language. Refugees are taught language here that teaches them how to be a great cab driver. Doesn't teach them how to be a CEO, to practice as a doctor that they were back in their country. It teaches them to be a slave underclass. I'm sick of that. Language that scales to wherever that person's at. Language for doctors, language for financial specialists, language that goes where people need to go. Second part of that, systems knowledge. How do you know how the system works? The centre itself becomes one big traineeship program where all the volunteers are asylum seekers. The third one is work experience. All our social enterprises are employing asylum seekers to work and contribute. Qualifications. We work with the state government, have 300 places that we put people in TAFE into areas that they need. Networks. How did we all get here? Because someone opened up a network. We're going to bring the best of business. Our partners that we have now, which include Melbourne Business School, National Australia Bank, Deloitte, a whole range of people, and go, bring us your expertise, give us work experience, give us mentors, give us training, leverage the extraordinary goodwill that's out there, capital. In our space, incubating the best small business ideas and bringing entrepreneurs in to invest in them. Pathways. You can become anything. Let's build a model that